Oh,
Is that
no.
better? My bloody audio. Give me a sec. Is that better? My bloody. Audio. One audio. All right. Two audio. All right.
Coming through on the
All right.
stream,
There,
man.
there we go. There we go. Is that better? Can anyone
yeah.
hear us?
I can
Hello,
hear-
testing 1 2. Hey, it's not a stream without some fuck ups. Am I right? Sean, give
Yeah,
me some
you're good.
words. Give me some words. I can see you.
We're
I
good.
can see you.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Hey, Sean, how you doing?
I'm good. Good morning.
You bloody mucked it up within the first minute already.
If you're talking about the captions, let me just see what's going on here.
Oh,
Hang on.
I'm not worried about the captions. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Hey, thank you for joining us.
I mean, your audio's coming through on my end fine, Matt. I
can
checked the stream.
Yeah, I'm checking the stream
Your
again.
audio's coming through on my end fine, Matt. I
can
checked
see
the Good morning, Sarah.
Yeah, I'm checking the stream
Your
again.
audio's coming through on my end.
All right, sweet. That looks good. And it's probably going to come through again and again and again. I can't actually check the stream because I just realized it's just going to do that feedback loop thing. So, how is that? How is
I can
this?
check the stream.
Yeah, cool. All right. Welcome.
Yes, we're both coming through.
We're both coming through now. All right, that is good. Welcome to Good Morning RPG, everyone. Hey, Sarah.
Good morning.
Hey, Sean. How you going? You got a lovely filter on there that I tried to point out earlier, and then I completely mucked it up by not having any of the audio feeds live. So there's the line again. How you doing?
Good work. I'm good. I've got my beans. I've got my filter. I've got my mat.
My mat? I've also got like my
Yeah,
desktop
you.
mat, but I'm also just a mat. Or do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you meant me.
You're my co-host, man.
I know. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got orange juice. I'm not drinking coffee because on the painting stream last week when I drank the coffee, I felt so bad afterwards.
Maybe you had too much coffee and not enough water.
I'm definitely some kind of lactose intolerant. I don't know the intensity of it, but it's getting pretty hectic. I had a chocolate milk yesterday and it wasn't pretty.
You need to go get yourself some oat milk, my friend.
But I don't want to. That's the thing. People are like, you shouldn't have milk, and I'm like, but I like it. I'll just deal with it.
No, I've been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Oh, no, I've also.
I gave it.
Go on.
I gave it to myself during my cosplay years when I was going off energy drinks, and the servo up the street was having a special on Dare iced coffee.
That's pretty good though. I love.
Yeah, but I had.
That's what I keep messing myself up with. Like, if I can have cheese and it's fine.
Alexander the Trash says drink lactose-free milk.
Hey, Alex, how you going, buddy?
Lactose-free milk.
Why can't you have that?
Sick.
Oh, really? Is it like the preservative in there or something then?
No, there's different things. You know, some people are allergic to lactose. Some people are allergic to casein, which is another protein found in dairy.
Because
I'm not sure which one I'm allergic to.
Fair enough.
I can't have lactose-free. I can have cheese.
Yeah.
I can't have too much cheese.
I can have bloody cheese as well. So I can have cheese. I can have like some kind of cream. I can have like any amount of.
Depends on how things are processed.
I think it's that because like sometimes I can have like a dare and I'll be fine. But if I drink a big M, you better watch your fucking backs because I'm gonna have a stomach ache and I'm gonna need to go to the toilet. But that's it.
Yeah.
Why are we okay?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not sure which one I'm allergic to, but all I know is I can't have dairy. I can't have lactose-free dairy, but I can have cheese. I can have a whole pizza to myself, and I'm good to go. But you give me one glass of milk, and I am not good to go.
Well, that's pretty much it, right? I had the milk yesterday, and I had a terrible time. But like, if I have milk, I mean, I've also noticed it changes with if I have food with it or not. So if it's just the milk, I'm like, I mean, I also say like. People are like, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't have that. I'm like, no, I can have that. I'll just deal. I'll deal. I'll get that. I'll have the stomach ache.
Well, for you, it sounds like at least if you go get some of those
I think that lactase would probably be fine.
You'll be fine.
It's fine. I'll see how I go. I don't think I'm probably not going to do anything about it. To be honest, I'm just going to deal with it.
Sounds like me for the first few months of being lactose intolerant.
I mean, I've had stomach things with lactose for a while now. I'm just too slack to do anything because I don't want to spend more money on another thing.
Yeah. Well, seriously, so when you got the time, go get yourself a bottle of Minor Figures oat milk. Try that.
Is that the one with the funky label on it? It just says like oat milk on it.
It's like a white carton with like plain line drawing artwork on it.
I think I know that one.
You can get it at Coles and Woolies.
Does it
Coles
taste?
usually has it.
Does it taste different? No,
it's good.
because they all taste different. And I want that creamy,
Yeah, no,
milky taste.
They do, but that's why I suggested this one in particular. It's more expensive than most of the other brands, but it is really nice. Like I won't drink most soy milk straight.
I don't mind soy milk. Soy milk's fine. Minor Figures
Yeah,
iced coffee is real nice. You can get it in one. Look, I'll go and try them, but at the same time, it ain't no Dare or Big M. You know, like at the end of the day, they're not the same. And sometimes you really just want to like deal with the stomach ache of a Big M.
Yeah, but there is a really good mocha made on almond milk you can get at Coles.
Yeah,
that is real good. It's
almond milk mocha.
in a little dark brown.
I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah,
with the red stripes on the label. It's really good.
It's really good. I mean, I'm just drinking orange juice with some ice in it today. Like I know it's cold, but I don't really want to drink my orange juice without the ice in it because I just kind of like it. What do you got?
I got coffee. I got straight coffee. I was gonna have some Smuggler's coffee this morning, but didn't get that far. So I'm just drinking some Coles beans at the moment.
Some Coles beans. So like Cole, is it like the spoon? You spoon it in, and then I'm not a coffee person.
No, I don't have a bag of coffee from Coles.
Yeah, when I moved down here, I noticed everyone like the Melbourne coffee people is such a real thing, and I've slowly watched some of my friends become Melbourne coffee people.
Yeah, well, I have worked in coffee since I was like 16.
I would assume anyone who's like worked in coffee has really good coffees, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty fussy about my coffee. Like not fussy. I'll drink cheap shit if I have to.
Yeah.
But I prefer to drink the good stuff.
The good, yeah, absolutely.
I've got a few favorite Australian roasters that I like to buy from when I can afford to.
See, that's the problem. I can't really tell the difference.
Oh, dude, one day when you're either up here or I'm down there, I will make you some coffees and you will be able to taste the difference.
I'm just gonna let you know. I'm just gonna let you know. I've had people do that before, and I'm just like, that certainly does taste like brown bean water.
Yeah, see, the difference is that like they're probably just trying to show you the difference between espresso and making it at home. But like there's actually between certain types of roasts and brews and beans and like aging processes, there are drastic differences in flavor. Like one of the ones that Smuggler's Coffee just sent me is barrel-aged coffee aged in bourbon barrels. And you can smell the bourbon on them.
That sounds cool.
And like, if you can't taste the difference between that and a standard Arabica blend, that's unusual.
It's not gonna. I mean, for the bit, it's probably like just for the bit. You know, it's probably gonna taste different. But
yeah.
But like at the same time, I'm just not a coffee drinker. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
And I mean,
I don't have all of the
I
stuff.
didn't used to be when I was younger either. When I
think I'm older than you.
Started in coffee. I think we're about the same.
I'm 92.
You're younger than me.
Am I younger than you? I thought I was older
I'm
than
87.
you. Oh shit! So I didn't know you were in your 30s.
Yeah, I'm 34.
Bloody hell! You look bloody young, man. Look at that. We're learning stuff about each other. Look at this. Look at this. Look at us. Oh
man. Some good genes.
Alexander the Trash. How are you, man? I miss hanging out.
But yeah, no, the main difference between beans to beans is like when I first started drinking coffee, I was like, coffee is coffee, and it's all shit. And then I started getting a taste for it from having to drink coffee because Red Bull was still like $8 a can back then.
Well, that's the thing.
First.
Yeah. So that's why I stopped drinking coffee. So I was in uni in like 2013, right? And I was sitting there going, okay. I'm looking around at my film sets because I'm producing them. And I'm looking around at all these people at like 5 a.m. just like dying, right? Just utterly just being like, I cannot function without coffee. I kind of look at it in my hand and I'm like, I don't want to do that. So I stopped. And I stopped during that time. And so like I was getting up at 5 and 6 a.m. without drinking coffee and then training myself to be fine. So I'd rock up on set all peppy and full of beans, but my own natural beans. And they'd be sitting there going like, how the fuck do you do that? And I'm just like, I've just stopped drinking coffee and I'm not dependent on it anymore. And then I liked that, so I just stopped doing it altogether. And then I'll only really drink coffee now when I'm like, again, I'll only do it when I need it at that 5 o'clock. I've been up late the night before situation, and I'm function over form for me. Like, I don't care what it tastes like.
I wish I could do that, but for me, like the coffee is one. I love the taste of it.
Coffee tastes fine. Yeah, it's great.
There's a lot of places that don't do good decaf. The good decaf is hard to find.
Actually, I would drink decaf. That is an excellent point. I would drink decaf because hey, Promethean, how you doing?
Hey, hey buddy.
How you going, man? And yeah, I would absolutely drink decaf. I genuinely do enjoy the taste of coffee. It's just that I can't tell. Like, the only one I'll be able to tell is like Blend Cafe from like anything else. Like that's Blend 43 from like, you know, pretty much any other coffee. I can tell when it's smoother, but you know, I just don't.
Yeah, one day I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna get some beans. I'm gonna choose some vastly different beans and just show you the difference between a couple of different types of coffee, because a lot of coffee tastes same.
Okay, for put it in context, have you go? No, sorry. I'll tangent in a sec.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. Just the main difference is usually in the acidity of the coffee. Some coffees are more acidic than others. And that's where people's like or dislike usually comes from. Like, I'm not a huge fan of super acidic blends.
I don't like I don't like it when it's super bitter. I've noticed. That's about it.
Yeah, and that's often that's usually one of two things. That is that they've over brewed it.
Yeah.
And or burnt the beans in the process. Yeah. Is when it's usually super bitter, but it can be kind of sour when it's underbrewed.
So,
and they don't get enough of the good flavors out.
All right. I'm going to pop on some music because I've just realized that I haven't got any going now. So how is that? Song ended. Goddamn. There we go.
What are you using for music?
I'm just using Stream Beats. So I've got Harris Heller's stuff up, and it's just on the ambience playlist at the moment that I've started again.
Yeah, cool. I use Pretzel Rocks.
Oh, that's what it's called. I was trying to think of what it was. Is that the paid one?
No, I got the free one. The free one, the
one that that's what PAX uses, right?
Yeah.
That was
just
dope.
Puts the song name into the chat.
I could not think of what that was called when I was trying to get it the other day, but
let me send you a link so that you can have it for later.
I appreciate that. So
yeah, I love it because it's got an electro swing playlist.
Oh, I do like that. I like the option of that a lot.
Yeah, it's got ska, punk, electro swing, synthwave, you know, it's got a good range. I love it.
So when you sent that message just then, the stream would have heard my Facebook go, booping! Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's fair. No, well, what was I going to say? Putting this in context...
yes.
Putting this in context, so I have been to Bali and I got that, you know, Luwak coffee.
Oh yeah.
The one they pass through the cats. Hey, Dr. Barry Bang, I like that name. That's pretty good. Pretzel Rocks obtain the requisite sync license need to add it to your content. What does that mean? As someone who's never used it, what does that specifically mean?
Go again.
So, Prometheans are saying Pretzel Rocks obtain the requisite sync license need to add it to your content. What does that specifically mean? Because I don't stream much, so this is a new venture for me, and I
can't
have
remember exactly what it is, but somehow their attribution license covers you. Like if you're using the version with the attribution on it, then you're covered via like Creative Commons attribution sort of stuff via their license.
Oh, so they would have just
you can pay
that makes sense.
The premium version, which means that you get the license as well, so that you don't have to have the attribution.
And what is that? What's the difference then? So like, what's the attribution?
When you get the premium version, it doesn't put the songs in your chat. So if the free version, you deal with every time the song changes, it puts the name of the song in the chat.
Ah.
And the premium version, you don't have to do that.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
It's something vaguely like that. Promethean says close, so I'm in the vague ballpark.
You're in the ballpark. Look, I'll look into it. I really like PAX's music that they use. Like, it's really funky. So I am totally cool to see into using that. Right now, we've got some just like chill stuff that I can change to, I don't know, something else at some point. If you have any Stream Beats songs that you'd like to play, let us know.
All right, Matt, I have to send you something.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if you are familiar yourself, but Toby Bughop Designs, who did my portrait of Joey the Fissuation.
Oh, yeah, I am familiar with that image.
Has just popped into my inbox with a Brian emote.
That's pretty cool. For those who don't know, though, who was Brian?
Okay, so for those that don't know, come here, you little shit.
Oh, I totally forgot that you literally have him on the back of that thing.
Yeah, this is Brian. Brian is the studio mascot for Brain Beast Studios.
And Brian is a what? Like literally, like that's a brain with legs and eyes and mandibles.
Yeah,
but like, what is he?
My take on the Intellect Devourer.
There you go.
So when I first started doing paper minis, I decided I wanted to put my own spin on a few of the classic creatures. And so Brian was the first one I designed, and then the first one I got 3D modeled as well. And then as soon as I had the 3D model in hand and printed off a normal miniature sized Brian, I had a version without the base, and I realized that it was hollow, and I could split it up into pieces and print myself off a life-sized one.
Okay.
And then I carved the base out of styrofoam, and off you go.
That's awesome. I'm gonna chuck.
Actually, floral foam.
I was just gonna chuck your Brain Beast thing in there, but I think I accidentally brought it up anyway. I just realized that I can't use my Discord window properly because it'll bloody pop your thing as to the main Discord. So I will not do that again. Oh well. So what were we talking about? So we were talking about like coffee, and then we kind of merged.
You were
into
talking
this.
about the.
Oh yeah, the Luwak coffee. So.
Yeah.
So I had a bag of the coffee from Bali that you can get, the one that they literally, like the cats, I mean they're not really cats, they're like native animals. They will eat the coffee beans and then they
call them the
pass.
civet cats.
Civet cats, yeah. I think Luwak coffee is the brand or something like.
Yeah, like Luwak is another name for the civet cat, and yeah, Luwak.
Yeah,
coffee
Kopi
is
Luwak.
brand.
Yeah. So that's
the one.
So Kopi Luwak is the coffee that they get out of the civet cat. So the civet cat, yeah, it goes through the cat and then they poop it out, and then they will. It's like they basically just take the poop and take the beans out of the poop. So the place that I went when I was visiting, they did kind of like the ethical version where they won't like capture them or anything and keep them in a cage. They'll just kind of be in the same area as them. And then by virtue of them having food for them, they'll just kind of wander in and then do all their stuff, poop, and then leave. And so they would get the coffee that way. And so I tasted that coffee, and it was really like, you know, it was, how do you, like, they would describe it as like earthy. It also just tasted like coffee to me, but I know people pay like $50 a cup for that.
Yeah, it's bonkers how much people will pay for it. Yeah, and honestly, there's a whole thing with the Luwak coffee at the moment is that once it started getting popular, a lot of less than ethical people started trying to create it as well.
Yeah, no, I could imagine.
But interestingly, is that there's a body starting to, you know, police it now.
I hope so.
Yeah, regulate it.
At the very least, because I went there in about, when did I go? I went in 2016, and this could be this. Yeah, I'm hoping I wasn't just like ignorant to what they were doing, because where we were was a lot more touristy. So in saying that, it could very much have been just like putting on for show, and if that's the case, then that's fucked. But
Yeah.
I would hope that they were doing what they were actually telling us, that it was all good. Like, I could totally see people just putting those poor things in cages and just making them eat and shit out.
Yeah,
hordes
and that
of
was
this
that was the
coffee.
problem. And the thing is, though, with that is something that's been really good with the regulatory body as well in the way that they're doing it is that you can tell.
You can tell.
You can tell when the beans have come from captive Kopi Luwaks.
Oh yeah.
The coffee is not as good because
it's probably
stress
only
levels and the health of the animals.
Oh yeah,
affects the flavor.
that'd affect the. I can't believe that it's come to we're putting coffees through animals to then drink it, and we can tell if the animal's stressed because our bloody juice isn't as good. Yeah. That's weird. That's a weird thought.
And I think there is something visual about it as well.
Yeah.
That they can tell. I can't remember exactly what it is, but there's ways that they'll take beans from the local farmers and stuff like that.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
They will not take any beans that have obviously been through captive civet cats. And I can't remember how they tell, but there is a visual way that they can tell as well, and it also affects the flavor and the quality. So they're promoting sustainable practice.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Whereas for a little while there, it was getting a bit out of control.
Yeah. Well, the more you know, really. Man. There's so much to do with coffee, huh? And
Yeah, there is.
We've managed to spend 27 minutes talking about coffee.
We have. And while we're on that topic, again, shout out to Smuggler's Coffee for the 2 amazing bags of beans that they sent me. And also, that's the bourbon beans are from them.
Oh, that's the bourbon beans.
Another one
it?
that is Dragonlance themed.
Oh, that's cool. I suspect, speaking of the thing that we're supposed to be talking about on this stream, I suspect they're bringing Dragonlance back quite soon because there's a spell in, I think it's Tash. No, it wasn't Tash's. It's the new Unearthed Arcana, the Draconic stuff. Did you see that? That went out.
Mm-hmm. I haven't read it yet. I've been flat out, so I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
No, that's all right. I can totally take the reign on this one. So, in this UA, basically, it doesn't rework. It provides alternative options for the Dragonborn and Kobold classes to be more draconic, to the point where I think you can have a draconic form. You're not specifically a dragon in full, but you almost soft polymorph into one. And it for one, very cool, very cool. But the cool thing that I saw in there was one of the spells that are associated with it, and one was called Fizban's Fabulous Shield or something. Fizban's Fizzing Shield. It's a shield-ish spell with Fizban in the name. And for those of you who don't know, Fizban is a character, I think it's a dragon god character from the setting of Dragonlance.
Interesting.
Fizban's Platinum Shield, it's called. And so I'm just bringing up my stuff now. Fizban the Fabulous is a dragon from the Dragonlance setting, and basically I think he was the Platinum over there. I'm not super sure, but he's a befuddled old mage. I'm literally just reading off a wiki now that showed up on Kryn during the War of the Lance, along with Tas. Fizban inadvertently triggered a defense mechanism that blocked the majority of the Red Dragon army outside the fortress of Pax Tharkus, allowing the refugees of Pax Tharkus to escape into the Carolus Mountains. Now, if you're like me and don't know what any of those words mean, maybe we should all look into Dragonlance together at some point. Not today. Anyway.
No, I have no idea. But you know what? Speaking of random things like that in D&D, Leomund.
Oh yeah, Mr. Tiny Hut.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I was once berated by the titular Leomund in a D&D Facebook group.
How so? As in
guy that it's named after that actually first wrote all the Leomund's content.
Oh, that's great. I mean, is it great?
Yeah.
Berated as in was it a bit or was it
No, it wasn't a bit. It was straight up having a go at me over the player screen and accessibility.
Oh, well that's less fun.
Yeah, it was real weird, and it wasn't until afterwards that somebody else messaged me going, "Oh yeah, so that guy is this guy." I was like, "Oh, righto."
Oh boy. So speaking of player screen, can have you got one on handy? Can we see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Because this is a good.
Second.
This is also a good RPG accessory.
Yeah, I was just literally saving my new emoji to my computer properly.
That's fair. I'm trying not to do anything so I can just keep us on track of some capacity. Yeah. you do what you need to. My job is the monitoring. I can see 3 of me. I've got me in the Discord call on the front here, and you're on like my main screen. Then I got my OBS over here, and it's got me and you, and then my Twitch just monitoring, see if that's good, and it's cutting off because of the OBS thing, but I've got another of bloody Matt on the screen.
Yeah.
Do you need me to send a new Dropbox link? Hey Tobbins, how you doing? Hey Sean, Tobbins is asking you.
No, I got it. I literally just saved it as I was talking about it.
There you go. Hey Tobbins, how you going, buddy?
But
sorry, show us the screen, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So is this the paper or is this the final?
But this is the real deal.
Nice. So it's on that like DM screen card. Is it cardstock?
Yeah.
Actually,
it's grey board.
Grey board.
Here.
Yeah, it's the harder one, right? I actually can't hear that. I think your noise gate's too low. High. One of them. Yeah, it's not coming up. That's all right.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh well. Hey, Scarlett. Hey, how you doing, Scarlett?
Good morning.
How's work? How's your new job? Tell me all about it.
Yes. Tell us about it.
Tell us about how Scarlett. For those who don't know, just got a job with Level Up Dice as a full-time artist, and she just had a work meeting. I'm genuinely so happy for you, Scarlett. I can't believe that you're doing such a cool thing.
That's awesome.
That's so fucking cool.
I'm so happy.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's how thick it is, man.
Oh yeah. So So I've got some news in terms of what I have going on, but tell me more about your player screen. What is it? What do we do with it? And what's going on?
So,
you know?
Yeah, for anyone who's not familiar with it already, the player screen is something I designed late 2019 and actually got manufactured early last year. And holy shit, I managed to sell out the entire stock in a year. Less than a year. It was like October.
Nice.
I kept maybe 50, and that was for Shifting Spire to give to my contestants and stuff to say thank you. But other than that, completely sold out.
That's fantastic.
Of 1,000 pieces.
That's fantastic.
And that was with me starting with like 150 followers on Twitter when I decided to start that project.
Yeah, you also you went from that to like what, over 2,000 at this point, like in the space of a year and a half.
I'm approaching 2,000.
That's still fantastic. So if you're not already following Sean, definitely do it.
Okay, I'm 50 away.
50 away? Bloody push it over. Share him around.
That's the thing. This weekend.
What's the thing?
For the Shifting Spire.
Ooh, maybe.
I will be launching my 2,000 followers giveaway.
Oh, there you go. So
which will include one player screen.
Is that the first announcement that you've got? Is that the first announcement?
I've tweeted about it a little bit to sort of tease it out in the wild.
Oh, so
I'm just waiting for a photo.
So this is not an exclusive drop. Is that what you're saying?
No, but it's a final confirmation of what's going to be in it.
Oh, very fair. Anyway, screen. What's on the screen?
All right, so it's designed for players to help players like me with ADHD, or autistic players, or players with just like anxiety that it affects your memory when you're put on the spot, and just anyone really who has issues remembering shit on the fly.
Fantastic for new players.
I designed it, specifically for new players and neurodiverse players, because I was a new and neurodiverse player at the time.
Yeah. So I've got one of these things as well. I've got the prototype older one, but I will be getting a new one.
You've got the real one coming down to you sometime soon.
Yeah. Oh, I just mean I frequently use the real one. I've got one of my only casual games is tonight, and I've got 3 new players. So we got some friends together who were interested in trying it, and I'm taking the player screen to that. because they're like, what can they we had a session 0 and like a mini session 1 getting him into Barovia, and then they basically went, okay, like what can I do? Because they had an encounter. They didn't fight, but they were like, oh, what do I do? And I was like, well, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know what I can do. And I was like, well, what would you like to do in character? Like, what would you think you would want to do? And they were like, I guess I want to do this. And then they go, oh, okay, so they do that. And then some of the more experienced players, because we've got out of like Split the Party, like 3 of us are in that game. So those players were like, I want to do this, and they were like, the newer players were just like, holy shit, I didn't even know you could do such a thing. And I was like, you can literally do whatever. You just got to like think of it, and then let me know what you want to do. And then so I'm going to take the screen. I'm going to take the screen to kind of open that up a little more, and then during their turn, so they're not interrupting other players. They haven't though, but just so they have like a little extra thing to go like, oh, here's what's available. In a mechanical sense.
Exactly. And that's it. And it's designed to be able to help you just quickly reflect on the basics without having to pull the book out. Because I know that when I was starting to learn, I was not interested in trying to pull a whole ass book out and search for the information in front of everybody. I was like, no, I'm just going to fucking fumble it as best as I can and hope that I don't mess up. Because it felt more embarrassing to pull a whole book out in the middle of the game and slow the game down.
Yeah.
And it was obviously also designed to be low to the table to stop those DMs that are all like, no players hiding their roles at my table.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's also good in the sense of like it's just like a smaller aid, so it doesn't also block off. Like the DMs by contrast are supposed to be a bit more removed and blocked off, but that's because they have so much crap going on, whereas the players are supposed to be like kind of around the table. So in my opinion, I like it when the screens are a bit smaller, so it's not just like a table of fortresses,
Yeah, and that's it. And I wanted to give players a little bit of privacy so that if you've got special items or special spells, or even like you between games have gone to the effort of buying or making a really, really special prop for your character
really cool
that you want to whip out at a crucial moment, then you can tuck it behind the screen.
Yeah.
And it's small, but it creates just enough of a perceived barrier that a lot of players I know with anxiety feel a lot more comfortable, because it just gives them that perceived little bit of
you've also got
distance.
Personal space almost. You've got a little zone that is yours.
Exactly. And it gives them that little bit of something to sit back and go, okay, I can think about what I'm doing, and they can lay out any notes that they want to do. And a lot of people are really shy about having to take extra notes and write down what things that they're planning to do and stuff like that more than other players. So if they can tuck that behind the screen, then that makes them feel a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. With the screen, then you've got. Did we already say you've got the dice types on there?
Yeah, actually. Oh, this one doesn't have it. This is one of the.
Want to become famous by followers and views on some bot account? Oh man, if there's a mod in here, I would love to ban that guy.
Hang on, let me grab this one down. Because it turns out that one is one of the prototypes.
How do you ban someone? Because I would love to just like kick that person right now.
You can just right click on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that in Twitch?
Yeah, you just right click on their name and you should be able to ban them.
No, it's not. It's all good.
Yeah. You can ban from OBS Studio as well. I have done that before.
Look, there he goes. Bye-bye. Get out of here. None of that advertising shit on my stream.
That's right.
Woo! Get out of here. I don't want that. Anyway.
Sorry. This version is the final version.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So, see, I like this. This is really helpful with the descriptions of the dice. This is one. I as a professional, I'm running a lot of intro games, like both online and in person. And the dice can be very confusing because like you go D8, right? And someone's like, okay, what's a D8? And I'm like, well, it's only just kind of got a few more sides than a D6. So look for the like a diamond shaped one. But like describing a D10 or a percentile is immediately harder because it's like the middle dice, you know? It's so middle ground and
exactly. And again, if you've got like an autistic player or a player with ADHD and or anxiety, memory issues and like object permanence issues immediately fucks that up. So if you can just say, grab this one, and someone says, check this part of it.
Yeah. Then
you'll look and you're like, oh, okay. Oh, so it's the one with the higher double digits on it. That's the one I need.
Yeah, it's just that that's how I do percentile. I'm like, it's the one that has like 10, 20, 30 on it instead of the other one. D10 is probably the hardest one to describe because you're like, it's kind of like a diamond, but it's kind of also, it's like a circle. Like the closest one you get to a circle that isn't a sphere. It looks like from a top down, it looks like a circle. Yeah.
Exactly. And then, on the front of it, the rest of it, this panel has the basics of the things you can do on a turn.
So I
remind people that they have dark vision.
Oh yeah,
and of course, the big one.
Oh yeah, no,
especially
that's the most important.
If you've got a cool DM, remember, try to do fucking anything.
Sure.
Just ask your DM, can I do this?
Man, I love how like cozy I'm getting in my chair here. It's kind of nice. It's like. It's like, ooh, yeah. So I got I picked up recently. It's like I think it's an official product or a Gale Force 9 one of the two. There's like these little metal tins you can buy, and there's
Gale Force 9 is the token packs.
Yeah. So I picked up. They're like a little resin kind of token pack, or acrylic tokens. And they basically there's like one for every class, but I picked up the DM one because I don't want to buy one for every class. And it's great. It's got like all the conditions in it. It's like paralyzed, poisoned, grappled, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it basically isn't like you can use it in conjunction with any of these other tools to go, oh, here on the table. It's kind of like an alternative to those 3D printed rings you can get.
I actually just bought metal ones.
Metal ones with the.
I'm waiting for them to arrive. There was a Kickstarter for condition rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like really nice fancy coins that you can just.
Oh, you put them under?
Down. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the ones I got, they're kind of like little, so you just put them either on the base or beside the base on stuff, and you can like stack multiple ones. And then there's also things like there's like an initiative counter, so you can have like 1 to 10 of initiative. You can also do what else is there? There's some like special ones like initiative, inspiration, advantage, and disadvantage. So you can like physically give these tokens to people, and like in a situation, I bought this primarily for my kids' parties that I do. I can give the inspiration or initiative token to people and being like, who is number 1 in initiative? And they'll be like, I am, and I'll be like, hell yeah, you're the next person to go. Yeah, and then that's how the game goes. Like again, you don't need it's not for everybody at all times, because like experienced players are just gonna either go like, you keep track of initiative, or what is my initiative, I will learn it. But like people who want that can have that now in the games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and that's also why I did this page for the screen. Leading onto that, actually,
conditions are so important to have listed at all
and they're
times.
Alphabetized on the actual D&D DM screen.
They're not. Yeah,
they're not alphabetized.
It's so strange that they're not, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
I don't
know why either.
There's some order that we're just not aware to it, because like the same with like the monster manual. The monster manual is alphabetized, but for category of monster, not alphabetized for monster. Which means that when I look at my Pathfinder book, that's alphabetized A to Z. So
I know what the monster manual is. It's alphabetized per category,
and then
arranged in challenge rating within those categories.
Yeah, that's fine. So I find it's weird because I find that easier than just straight going, okay, alphabetize. Because like, for example, I've got the Pathfinder one as well. And the Pathfinder one, while good, it's confusing for me because I'm sitting there going, okay, I want an ancient dragon, I will just go to the dragon section. But no, you go to the... Oh no, I think it is categorized like that, but the contents page isn't. So you can't just like flip through the book in categorical order. You need to look up the page number.
Yeah,
I think it's that instead. I think that's the organization instead, because all the dragons are grouped. They're just not grouped on the contents page, which is weird.
Yeah.
Bit of a blundy. But no, I've just started picking up Pathfinder. And speaking of Pathfinder, Dave from Band of Badgers actually reminded me last night that I'm booked in for this Friday for a game.
Oh, sweet.
So I'm doing Rise of the Rune Lords on Friday. So at like 6 a.m., I want to say, to 9 a.m.
Yeah, I will try to catch the second half of that because I've missed your games, I have missed TJ's games, and I've missed Barmy's games.
Dude, you should
because
go.
Of that 6 a.m. stuff.
You gotta go watch my Vaesen one. No, my Vaesen.
Oh yeah, no,
Is it Vaesen?
I'm planning to watch the VODs for all of them this week while I'm preparing for the Spire on Sunday.
The Vaesen one was so fun.
It looks like it. And TJ was there for 2 episodes of Vampire, so I gotta go and catch that.
Yeah. So, oh man, I really want to play Vampire, but yeah, the Vaesen one was like, I was just playing Crassius, so just, you know, an idiot. Well, not an idiot, an asshole.
I know Crassius.
Yeah, he's not stupid. He's a prick. Yeah, you've met Crassius. Yeah, you play with Crassius. He's a good little boy to you. Yeah. You gave us our name. We kept that name, the Cool Hat Gang. I think we still have all those hats too in game actually for Scarlet Stream.
Is it the Tabaxi character still have the crossbow I gave him?
They do. However, Cat Lord had to jump out because they were facing some personally things. So we haven't had a stream in a while.
No, I gave it to the half-orc, didn't I?
Oh, Mog?
Yeah, because I was also a half-orc.
I think they do, yes. I think she does. I don't remember, to be honest. We haven't played that stream in a while, but it looks like we might be able to soon. So the second we are, I'll let you know.
Excellent.
Because it looked like we had some scheduling. I can't
remember which
conflicts.
one I gave, because they were named. I named both of them, and I can't remember which one I gave.
I don't remember either, to be honest. It was a while ago. But if we come back, I'll definitely look at it.
Yeah, Crassius is a great character, but oh my god, as the captain of the ship that Crassius was on,
in game you hate him.
I wanted to murder him.
Yeah. In game he's not. He's a little turd man, but he's a great character.
Yeah, didn't I tie you to the deck?
You did, and then I turned into mist because I wild magic surged.
That's right.
And
you
then
had a wild surge.
And then I was like an unstoppable. It's like I think I'm an ontological force. You can tie him up, you can beat him down, yet he will just exist. You know?
Yeah, Crassius lives. Oh, well, no, hang on. It's like Crassius is. Just like Darkseid.
Yeah,
Darkseid is.
Yeah,
Crassius is.
Crassius is, and also Crassius will. It'll be that thing. It's just, like the ontological goose or whatever in D&D. It's like you can tie it up, you can kill it, but it will always be there and doing something.
Just like Jason Voorhees in my game.
Yeah, there you go.
You didn't get to play that, did you?
I didn't. No.
Year?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that was the year that we play tested Jason Voorhees for the first time, and it just worked. You cannot kill him. All you can do is knock him back to his starting position.
I mean, that's pretty much all you can do sometimes, right? You just gotta run or just like keep them in a proto state.
Yeah, you gotta either win the game within 10 rounds, or stay the fuck away from that goose.
Yeah. Yeah. How's chat doing?
Yeah,
How you going, chat?
Good. Actually, yeah. So thank you to Promethean and Sarah both for really kind words about the player screen. It's really nice every time I get to see one out in the wild.
Mm.
And if you haven't already seen the tweet the other week, they're coming back for a second printing.
Yes,
in
your
July,
screens.
I'm aiming for the Kickstarter.
Nice. Is that an exclusive announcement?
It's an official announcement.
There you go.
I've tweeted about it vaguely, but yeah, I'm aiming for a July release. I'm actually already 2/3 of the way through the campaign setup.
Nice.
I'm just got to get some like little review videos and testimonials and stuff to put in there. I've got a handful, but now that they're all out in the world, I want to get a few more. So if you have a player screen and you have some photos of it being used at a game, please feel free to join my Discord or DM me on Twitter and show me those, because the more photos I can show of people that aren't me using it, the better.
Fair. So, what am I thinking about? So Sean,
Yes.
I'm gonna call this little segment "What have we been playing this week?" Or like, "What have we been grabbing this week?" I mean, we already kind of started it with the tokens and stuff, but
Yeah.
have you been playing anything new this week? On like, even not even anything new, but like in the realm of role-playing games, have you played anything new? Have you bought anything new? What have you got, or what has come into your life that is new in regards to like the tabletop game itself?
Yeah. Okay, so in terms of playing, I haven't been playing anything new, but I am making my way through Baldur's Gate 2 on my little tablet.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I'm preparing for the next episode of The Shifting Spire, which is not new, but there's some new things that I've put into it. And I got these in the mail this week.
What's that?
This is from the Adventurers and Adversaries Kickstarter, which Norse Foundry has been taking care of production and fulfillment on.
Nice.
And they're modular minis. They're really, really cool. I'll grab the link, because I think they've still got backer kit open at the moment. But they're resin minis. I already broke part of one because I was being a dick brain and not using the correct tool.
Yeah.
But I broke the shaman staff of it. But I got the Minotaur.
You got one there to show?
Yeah. So this is the
pull it back a bit. Pull it back a bit.
That I broke.
Oh yeah, cool. So they're like plastic minis. Oh, no, sorry, resin minis.
Resin. Yeah. This is the torso. And the feet.
Oh yeah.
And then
I think I know these ones. Yeah. I think I've seen these.
Yeah. I got the Moose Minotaur.
Is this the one that you can like customize and then like select it and they send out all the parts you need?
Not exactly. You choose from the kit, like from the Kickstarter, which kit you want. And so I got this one, which is the Moose Minotaur, which I love. But it also comes with a
Mr. Moose Man, give
a
me
standard
your
Minotaur
moose.
head.
Oh yeah, I'd love that. Love a good Minotaur.
And then it comes with a bunch of different arms.
I think I have seen this Kickstarter going around. It's not focusing because it's yeah.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, cool.
And so you just you got your socket here, and you just drill it out and pop a little magnet in.
Yeah.
And do the same with all your arms and your faces and bits and pieces, and then paint all the bits. And then depending on what you're doing that day, you can just click, pull the arms off and swap them around. And if you want a moose one day or a minotaur the next, you just pop the face off.
Nice.
And as a stretch goal, I got this little frog
little
knight,
bullywug kind of dude.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, it's not focusing.
Let's see if I can get into focus.
It's looking at your face too much. It's all good. I trust you.
Hang on. Here we go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, so it's not a bullywug. It's kind of like a little frog person.
Frog knight.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. And so I just got those in the mail the other day. Wednesday, I think they turned up.
Nice. I don't think I have any. So I've been I'm trying to get like the painting stuff done for the next stream. So the little half orc that I had, and then they're both half orcs. The half orc barbarians that I started painting last week. I finished the contrast one, and it looks pretty good. Like I don't have it up here, but yeah, no, they came out well. Contrast paints are great. And then
I'm gonna get me some of those.
Just doing like the regular way for the other one. Oh yeah, they work great. Yeah. If you want to do something like nice and quick, or like get the confidence while you're practicing, they're fantastic.
Hey, Games Workshop, Army Painter, WizKids, whatever. Let's talk.
Let's talk. Oh, buddy, we're gonna try. We're gonna try.
Yeah. I may be working on some things behind the scenes.
That's fair. I got this. So I got the new Kids on. I don't know how new this is. This is 2019. Wait, 2019? All right. Turns out this came out in 2019, possibly. I got the Teens in Space book. So like it's like a Kids on Bikes supplement. And yeah, I mean, like the thing says, it's teens in space. So you basically choose a space station. It's got like modules and rules for like sci-fi themed adventures, and it looks cool. So you like set your boundaries. You get your classes of ships, faster than light travel. God, what else we got? I'm just going through the things here. You're gonna have like ship-to-ship combat. It looks like there's some changes to characters. I haven't been able to read a lot of this one yet. And then there's like other species of people you can play. So I think you can do like a Star Trek and basically have like, I can see someone here that looks like they're a robot fighting a Foxman. So whether that means you can be a robot would be cool or not. But what I love about Kids on Bikes and what I'm hoping I'm going to like about this one is that it's the same kind of format. Like you sit down with the players and you kind of play the game out and then go from there, create the world and create your story and your rumors and then play it out from there. So it's very like improv based, you know?
Yeah, nice.
Oh yeah, so here's all the things. So you got like oh man, there's a lot of these. Oh, there's like frog people by the look of it. Or Triton people. I just saw like aquatic stuff. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I want to run like a The Thing style game with this with my group and see if it goes any well, because I want to like have some mechanics where they can like turn each other into aliens, and I really want to play this one. I've got like
that sounds really fun.
Got like a little campaign. Well, not a campaign. Actually, it could be a campaign. I want to run it as like a one shot and see how it goes, and then run it on a stream, and then get my boys to basically just panic over each other and be super paranoid the whole time. Like, I would love to see what happens with that.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I've never actually played Kids on Bikes, so I would be keen to play it sometime with someone who knows how to run it.
I've actually never run it myself. I've only ever played it, so this is going to be a new expedition for me. We usually have our friend Jack running Kids on Bikes because he's always got like some kind of idea of a loose plot he wants to run, and then we'll basically do relationships and things, and then get straight into it. But
yeah, that sounds cool.
But yeah, we just did we did like a horror. So we're currently editing it. We did like a horror 80s slasher Kids on Bikes recording. So we got a couple episodes of that where everyone kind of dressed up in like tacky clothes, and we had like a whole set made. Like we made like a whole set in the kitchen and recorded like this slasher film. And I didn't get to play in that one, so I'm sitting here like watching the edits, going like, this is fucking great. They've got like a school camp thing going on, and then there's like a murderer and stuff like that. So I don't know any of the plot details. That's pretty much all I know. And they were like, this was so good. Like, it was so fun to play. And then we also did a Kids on Brooms one. So the Kids on Brooms is like the Harry Potter type expansion. Yep. So you just did a magic school. And I played the exchange student who ended up being very like Homelander from The Boys, but by accident.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to be a psychopath, but everyone kept trying to like push him in the direction of being a psychopath because he had like the Superman power set.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like, I don't want to be this. I don't want to. And they're like, do it. You know you have to. And I'm like, no. It's like this unwilling fall to like kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. What else you been playing?
Yeah. Well, no, really all I've been doing is working on my own stuff this last week or so.
Man. What about Jaspers though? Like, did you learn or play anything through that?
Yeah, that was last.
Yeah. Like, I'm not talking about like specifically last week. I'm talking about like recently. I picked this up last week, but I've also got Pathfinder and Cyberpunk I'm going to talk about because I picked those up like month or two ago,
Yeah.
and I'm playing those, and they're quite like whatever's new and fresh.
Well, I do have a copy of the Pathfinder 2e book that Paizo kindly sent me.
God, as in like the core book.
Yeah, the
I need
core
it.
book.
So I'm just running off like the beginner box right now. Like I got this from an LGS. Like I got this one. So I just got like the beginner box, and I'm running off the rules in that. So I'm like very light on my feet with Pathfinder at the moment. So I picked it up for a paid game that I'm running.
Yeah, no, they kindly sent me a PDF of that because they know I'm working on a Pathfinder version of the player screen.
Ah, cool.
So,
I'm gonna need one of those, my dude, when you get those going.
Yeah, I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and mess with it yet.
No, it's
but
all good.
I plan to do that ASAP.
God, I need one of those for me as a DM. I don't even have the Pathfinder DM screen yet. I'm like, that box is everything I own for Pathfinder. I'm trying to get more stuff to do with it, but I'm doing all right so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I have barely had a time to read through it yet, but I really want to get that done ASAP. And like, if I can get it done reasonably quickly, I might make it a stretch goal for the Kickstarter.
Oh, yeah, you do. See how it goes.
Yeah, or at least, you know, like if I can, if I can get enough out of the Kickstarter that I can put a few other things on hiatus for a little bit, so that I can sit down for a few weeks and have my bills paid. Then I will just sit down at the end of the Kickstarter and just grind that out. But I do definitely want to have that finished by this year, because Beetle and Grimm's is interested in it as well. I've been talking with Bill about that, and they want to help me as well. Cross-promote it somehow. Or...
Cool.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Well, all the best of luck on that one.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Actually, let me just have a look-see here. Hey, Matt.
What's up?
Matt, let me just have a quick look in my email here and see what I got.
That's all good. I'm gonna... What else am I doing? So I've been also playing the Pathfinder... while you're doing that. I've been... I've got so many bloody... Over on the right here, I've got like 2 of those Rode boom arms. I got one for my painting, one for my painting camera, and then this one. So there's like literally just gear like attached to my desk here, and this is where I'm like, I really should put it all on this side, to be honest, but this is where I've been like putting all of my DM kit and stuff, so I'm like reaching over cables and things.
Mine is literally all back here.
Yeah, no, I can't reach back on my shelves. It's more just for show. I've got a big corner desk though, so I can just put stuff down.
So while you're looking, do you want to do a little bit of something fun?
Yeah, what do you got?
And I have in my email a little something special that I got sorted out for the Shifting Spire, but I have enough that I could spare one right now.
What? As in, what are you gonna make me do?
A little bit of a giveaway.
Oh yeah. Is this we can do a bloody bit of a bloody giveaway. A bit of a bloody
D&D
giveaway.
Beyond has sponsored me a few of their digital dice to give away during the show.
As in during... where's my Dancy mustache? Jess, I don't know where my Dancy mustache is. I'll just have to...
Look, Jess, it takes a lot of time and practice and just really, really diligent training to get your mustache to dance like this.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep a straight face while I'm just poking my own face. Hi, Jess.
Howdy.
Oh, that's horrifying. All right, well, chat, if you just heard that, we're gonna do a giveaway of some kind. Is that right? We're gonna do those digital dice?
Yeah. So we can do that.
I can't take you seriously like that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I wish I had that thing. So, no, go back to that. Go back to that one.
Oh, hang on. Way to go.
So, go back to that. You know what that reminds me of? That's like, hooty rowdy dowdy tootin' hooda doo doo doo. But you also add that into Oh, yes, the poison for Cusco. The poison exclusively for Cusco. The poison that poison. But do like a southern version of the Kronk voice. I don't know, that chiseled jawline kind of reminds me of it. The rate of that blinking on the main eye.
Wow,
Oh yeah, it's very
pretty
quick,
doesn't
isn't it? That eyeball needs... Oh god, it's like a Shrek one. Oh, that's horrifying.
Hi.
Can you say get out of my swamp?
Hang on. Let me just do something here.
He's just so serious. He's like
out
squinting at the
of my
computer,
swamp.
and it's just a fucking beholder just being like at his computer. Get out of me, swamp donkey! Oh shit, that's just so weird. Ah, it's worse. That's much worse. Something about it just being an eyeball with nothing around it. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It looks wet. And you know, it looks like... Hold on. No, stand still for a sec. So the reflection in the eye is outdoors.
Yeah.
What? And there's like a fountain in the background of your eye. Are you outside, Sean? Are you telling me you're outside? Are you at the fucking...
Yeah, look, I think it's the Washington Monument.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like the Washington Monument kind of pool, and someone took a photo to put in their eyeball reflection. Well, now I'm just staring really close at the screen with your face. Okay, I'll back up a bit. It looks like it's got a bald cap on you with that one.
Yeah. I've got a...
Oh no, you've got a beanie
really
on.
cursed
It's
one.
yeah, it's kind of...
Yeah, I've got a beanie on.
The way it's clipping makes it look like it's like cropping your head and putting like a skull cap on you. Weird.
Do you want to see a really cursed one?
I'm gonna say yes just to see it. No, I've seen that one. That one's cooked. I don't like that. You know, it's definitely a thing. This is the Frozen one, the Disney one. This one's surprisingly good.
It is pretty good.
This one's surprisingly good. That's the cursed one. You've got no... Yep, that's definitely also... Yeah, that's a bit... Don't like that. Don't... If anyone wants to... Is that a disco brain?
Look, it's full of liquid.
Oh, don't like that either. It's not that
shakes.
scary. Hey, is anyone able to clip this? Because this is weird. I'll put this in a promo. Fuck it.
Oh, but as you were saying, actually, speaking of Jaspers...
Yeah.
And new things...
Yep. Oh, that's yours. Yeah. That's from your game. No, I saw it.
Yeah.
It was. I managed to be able to tune into... Was that the game you're playing with George?
Yeah.
No, I got to tune in for like almost most of that game.
But this is one of my favorite characters of all time.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I'm working on getting it a bit more accurate to my original design. This was just like I need to get this done in a week, ready for the game.
Yeah.
But the crown here actually looks way different in the original design I did on Hero Forge, and I want to get that version of the crown. But yeah, he's a Simic hybrid. He used to be a half elf.
And yeah, they do that.
Yeah, he's got the Manta Glide function.
So he's got like them silky kind of webby wings.
Yeah, yep.
Yep.
And he's also at level 5. He also got the Acid Spit function.
Cool.
And he's a Soul Knife Rogue.
Soul Knife Rogue. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so he's got the Psychic Daggers and can never be disarmed. And he can communicate telepathically.
Bloody hell.
And his name is Alistair Ray.
Is that a pun?
A Ray.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it sure is. It sure is the pun.
And he sounds like this.
Big pun.
Hello, my friends.
Sure
It is me, Alistair.
Do you wanna back on what we were talking about before? How long do you want to give him to? How are we gonna run a giveaway? How are we gonna do this? Because I don't have a little giveaway bot in here yet. So how do you want to run?
Because we don't have giveaway bots set up. I'll do it manually. And what we'll do is we'll choose a word, and they can all put the word in the chat. We'll count how many there are, and we'll roll a dice.
Okay, I was gonna say we could put it in like a list randomizer or something.
That too, but then I don't get to roll a dice.
Okay, that's fair. Well, do you want to give 10 minutes?
Yeah. Okay. And
What? So what are we giving away? What are we giving away?
We're going to give away a pigment pack dice set from D&D Beyond.
And what do they need to put in the chat?
!beans.
So
Because
put a
what are we if not a morning coffee
beans in
talk
the
show?
chat if you want to enter to win some pigment dice, D&D Beyond digital dice.
I really like how these eyes look on camera, actually, now that I can see it up close.
Currently on that, Jess. Thank you. So what specifically are they called, Sean?
They're one of their pigment pack dice
Pigment packs.
sets. So one of the colored dice sets.
Pigment pack.
Thank you, Emily. These are my DMing eyes that I made. I made these for... I was actually going to use these for my game that I was DMing on Monday, and then I ended up discovering the flaming mohawk instead.
Nice. So
But yeah, check these out, Matt. I got the black Slayer.
Yeah,
and
they're very-
two-tone red.
they're still very cursed, aren't they? So, with the giveaway, right now Promethean is going to automatically win. So we're gonna give you, let's say, until 20 past 10 to put a ! beans in the chat. And then once you've put the ! beans in the chat, you can possibly win. We'll roll a dice because we don't have a giveaway bot in here.
We'll sort that out for later so we can do more stuff.
And other than that, it's a digital dice set. What can you do with that, Sean?
Well, you know how you get your 3D dice rollers on D&D Beyond when you click on your character sheet? Have you seen those?
Yeah. I'm
so
just
it's
more for the
a-
purposes of the audience. Just explain what they would do, what you would get.
Yeah, so it's a skin of 3D dice for your D&D Beyond character sheets and stuff like that.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's a basic set of different colored dice, and then when you click on your attack roll or your initiative roll or something, it'll roll a 3D dice across your character sheet.
Okay. And so I've got a couple of these myself. I think I've got like the arcane ones. And then you can pretty much just use those to switch them out, right?
Yeah, you just get to choose which one you want to use that day.
Yeah, fair enough. It's pigment pack. So it's 8 basic color sets. I'm gonna update my things. Thank you. But yeah, if you would like to win that, give a little. Oh my god! Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh shit! I don't like that. Oh, you look like that thing out of Toy Story. That Chucky ass little doll that runs, doesn't really have a center of gravity. Oh, that's terrifying. I don't like. It's so glossy. It's so fucking glossy, dude. Oh man, I don't like that. I genuinely don't like that at all. That's what am I looking at?
Oh, it doesn't. Damn it! It cuts off the bottom of it. Have a look
Good.
at my preview.
Good.
What's fucking-
Definitely cut it off. I don't like any of this. I'm gonna talk about Cyberpunk. So I've been playing Cyberpunk. Fucking hell.
What's
Oh,
cracking?
it's so. Oh, see, that one's funny.
Anyway,
so-
Cyberpunk?
So I bought the Cyberpunk. Just gonna ignore the duck in the corner. I bought the Cyberpunk kit. I'm really keen to run it. Just can't get over the duck. So I got the Cyberpunk kit. Cancel my stream now. This is enough for me today. Okay. The face you pulled when you did it. You fucking losing it. You cooked your own brain. Man, you got yourself good. I don't think it was ever on the rails, Emily. I'm just gonna say that now. I don't think we're ever gonna be on the rails. Sean's just put a pig face on himself. And anyone who's just joined the chat, welcome. Because fucking Sean has just been going through his Snapchat filters and causing just anything between body horror and straight up nightmare fuel. And also there was a time where he was an egg. I'm trying to talk about Cyberpunk. I'm trying to talk about some Cyberpunk that I want to play. And yeah, oh look, rails were definitely in line of sight for a while there. You know, this show's never really gonna have any kind of rails, I would say. I mean, like, we're trying to just, it's got a TTRPG flavor, but really we're just hanging out. I would say, if anything, it's just the Discord call I've been having every Thursday for the last 2 months, but now we've just pressed live instead with an overlay, you know? So already filtered. What?
I said, speaking of Cyberpunk.
Speaking of Cyberpunk, I too was once an egg. That's pretty good.
Oh shit, that hurt. That hurt so bad.
So Cyberpunk starter kit. I haven't played this one either, but this one's really cool. It's got like a bunch of like paper minis in here. Some of these beginner boxes are really like stepping up their game with what they give you. Like this one's got like cyberpunky dice in it. Like it's got, where's the glare less? So it's got like cyberpunk themed dice. So like, I mean, you can't really see it. They're pretty hard to read from like far away, but it's all like circuitry, and then there's dice. And then it kind of comes with the rules. What else we got in here? So there's a rules, a world book. I think the world book, yeah, the jumpstart kit's the part of the rule book, world book. And then there's like some really cool like example characters as well. Character sheets look like this. This person's name is 40. Oh wow, there's like a big easy reference sheet as well. I barely looked in this kit, by the way. I've been meaning to play it. I haven't had the time yet because of Jasper's and a bunch of other streams we're planning. But yeah, there's like even like an easy reference sheet that we can go down. That one's all ceramic and weird looking too.
It is.
Yeah, it's
but
weird.
I like it. Look at that mohawk.
All right, what do we got? Got a couple maps in here, and this is this is what I'm really liking about a lot of the starter boxes at the moment. Like they do cost a little more to get them like this, but like the ones that come with like that just fell out. The ones that come with like little sheets of like cardboard minis, like card stock minis.
Yeah, those are cool.
And then they got like little stands for them as well if you want to like put them up. That kind of stuff is like invaluable to the new players because it's got one of the card stock things for each new player. And then it's also got like the stands and everything and all that. So it's literally like, and then like maps that are like grid appropriate, you know, like they've got everything. And then it's this, I think this one's just like an A3 sheet and it's double-sided and just like comes with all the stuff, man. It's all good. I love this.
Yeah, well, you know what you're gonna have to do then.
Game stuff. What am I gonna have to do?
Run a game for me.
Run a game for you? I don't even know how to play the game. Let me practice off camera a little bit first.
No.
No, I don't want to learn how to play. I don't know the system at all. Wing it? Well, if you make me wing it, we're just gonna be playing D&D Cyberpunk. Oh, the Pathfinder dice are all like colored. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, so I'm pretty sure these are the Gale Force 9 style cards. So if they helped make it, then hell yeah. But, so Pathfinder's one has, like, a reference card for everyone. So almost like, I mean, like a 2D version of the player screen, really. So if you have, like, this kind of information on your screen, like, it's got, like, the actions, it's got the checks, it's all, like, a bunch of conditions and things, but, like, that's cool. And it's got,
that's really awesome.
It's got a Sirenscape thing in here. 30-day free
Oh,
trial
cool.
of Sirenscape.
I forgot that they were doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm currently on a 30-day free trial for Sirenscape because I needed to check it out and learn how to use it for the Jasper, and pretty good actually. So I mean, I guess that is a new RPG thing. I was also looking at. Hey,
It is. It
well,
is.
yeah, like you. I mean, I had to come to you. Like I had to go. Like, Sean, help, Matt. I need learn Sirenscape.
Yeah. Oh man, my stomach still hurts.
What'd you do? Did you drink milk?
No, I just laughed too much.
Well, that's your own fault. Entirely your own fault. Almost.
Oh. Okay, I'm back.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
So, it's 10:16. So if anyone else wants to enter to win the giveaway, put an exclamation mark beans in the chat. I'm gonna chuck it there again. If you do, then you will actually be competing against I think it's only Promethean right now is the only person who's entered. So if in 4 minutes that no one else has entered, Promethean, congratulations, you will just win by default. The 2 sweetest words in the English language, default. What an easy giveaway to win today. Oh, that's great. Oh, man. Enter, you cowards. Yeah, absolutely. I forgot to put my socks on earlier, and they're just sitting beside me on my desk.
Well, actually, I'm going to show everyone something that's not necessarily new, but it is RPG thing.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Is that the thing you? Yeah, it's the spire you made, right?
Yeah. The Glowcraft made for me.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's
love
cool.
this thing.
So that's a dice tower, right? Is that like
Mhm.
a? It's got ears now. Is it come out? Where does it come out? Does it come out the back or the front?
Yeah. No, the dice goes in here,
Yeah.
and it comes out back here.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So did you have to design and make that? Like, what's the go with that? Like,
No, Chris designed it.
Sorry, Chris designed. So did he take your artwork and then kind of like?
Yeah. I did a concept sketch and like a 3D model of it.
Yeah.
Because I was just working on basic concept art for the show.
Yeah.
And he went off and turned it into that.
Heck yeah, dude, that's cool.
Yeah, and so he made me one. And then I have this one.
Oh yeah, cool.
For the winning party.
That's awesome. So, and that's for shifting,
and
is
if
it?
it gets popular enough, then we might actually put it on the Glowcraft website as well. We were talking about that a little bit.
May as well, you right?
Oh, fuck.
All right. So, I don't know. I'm kind of like just chilling. I'm vibing. I'm actually need to drink some more orange juice, but how? God, I'm my brain's not working. It's still morning.
That's all right.
Mondays suck, dude. Mondays are
Check
just
this
like
out.
just the worst. I mean, like I don't work a 9 to 5, but I can imagine it's just the worst thing ever, having to go to work every day like that.
I don't
Like,
miss working Monday to Friday normal.
I mean,
human
I've
hours.
had 9 to 5s in the past, but like, shit, man, I don't miss getting up real early and going into an office. It was just not great. Even when it was like I used to work in like VR gaming. So I was like a producer for a games company in Brisbane, and oh man, it sucked getting up at 6 and going into that office. Like the job was great, don't get me wrong, but shit, I didn't like getting up and going into an office like that.
Now combine that with working for a fucking market research phone call center.
I've done it. I used to work for a phone support company that the client for it. I used to work for Concentrix, and if anyone you've worked for Concentrix, you know who you're really working for. But
political research company.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, I had to do that at 8 o'clock in the morning, which meant getting up at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, no, I used to do like, fuck it, I don't care. I used to do like the Apple phone support.
Yeah.
In like 2014, and I would get up and go into their office in like Brisbane City at like 8 a.m. And you can't drive there. You cannot.
No, I had to go to Milton.
Oh, that's much. That would have been easier for me because I could have parked there. But shit, man, it was like I was like across the road from Central Station, So there was no parking ever.
I know the building. I used to work in the cafe in Central Station.
Yeah. So it's like across the road diagonally is where I was on that block. Yeah. It's just fucking...
Post Office Square, Anzac Square, and the entrance to the shops there.
Yeah.
And when you were here, I think it was there was like a tailor's shop on the right-hand side.
Oh, I don't know
the menswear store.
I didn't really know the buildings in the city that well, apart from like the ones I frequented.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When you're on Edward Street and you walk into Anzac Square and then go through the tunnel and up into Central Station. Yeah, on the right there used to be a menswear store, and now it's a cafe. And I was working in that cafe, and the building you're talking about is across the road. And we used to get a lot of their
Oh god, you would though, because like the phone support job was just like the work itself wasn't terrible. It was the work processes that shit me off at that place. It was like you would have a lot of people that were fun and you would talk to and stuff. And the work wasn't terrible because sometimes you are just helping people just learn how to use a thing, right? Like I was teaching people how to use an iPhone or an iMac, or some old lady wanted to like back up her computer files, and I was like, that's fine. This is fine. What I didn't like was how regimented and disgustingly sterile everything was. Like they had this clock-in system, and you had to be on like certain channels, and if like you spent too long on a certain channel, you'd get like a message from a supervisor being like, what are you doing there, mate? And I'm like, dude, I'm just going to the toilet. And they're like, well, you've been on the toilet for more than 2 minutes, so where are you? And I'm like, shut up. I don't care.
Right.
And it was like that kind of stuff, and they'd come around and be like, well, if you're spending so much time on the toilet, maybe you should be taking another call. And I'm like, I gotta poop, man. I gotta poop. Yeah. Sometimes I have a dare in the morning because you make me get up so fucking early. Then I gotta poop later. So that's why.
Yeah, they used to be the same with me too. I hated it.
Yeah, no, it like it doesn't pay too well either. Like they pay like quite close to minimum wage. And then they're like, well, you're working for one of the best companies in the world. And I'm like, that's cool, man. You should pay me a living wage then if you've got that much money.
Right.
But that company doesn't have the money because they're making the client's the one that has the money, not the company who's paying you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly right.
So this is the bitching session of the show. In the chat, hey, tell us in the chat about your terrible, like your not your terrible job currently. If your job is terrible, I'm sorry, but what's your worst job that you've had? Tell us about that. So you're a tiefling now, huh?
Yeah. There are worse things I could do.
Hey, so I just realized it's 10:23, and that conversation took longer than I thought it would. Oh my god. I wish I had that filter.
Hi-ho.
Hey, hello, it's me, Kermit the Frog. I'm a big motherfucker.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter fuck.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter fuck. It's definitely a letter now. It's gonna be absolutely in a letter. So you have A, B, C, D, E, fuck, G.
And the number, butts.
And the number is butts.
What was I saying? So, Promethean, congratulations. You're the... Fuck it, hell. Promethean, congratulations. You're the person who wins this giveaway. So, we'll get in touch. I think we have your Twitter or wherever we can contact you. It's all good. You know us. We'll get in contact. So, coming back to the cat face is almost worse. Because you think you're going to get something normal, and then you just go even more terrible. Uncontested champion of the screen dice. Yes, you are, my good friend.
I mean, I've got one that's worse, but I'm not going to do it because it might freak out the audience.
Well, what's really weird about this filter you're using at the moment is the background is warping. Is warping the background, and that's weird. I don't understand what's happening with that. Promethean says he did door knocking for an electricity company once upon a time. He got fired because I refused to bully old ladies into changing their provider. So, actually, good story about that. My friend who I used to live with, he used to work for those, those charity people that you see like in shopping centers and they do door knocking as well. Well, yeah. Anyway, so they basically get taught like psychological manipulation tricks, because my friend literally got taught all of these, and he would like, I mean, he wouldn't use them on us, but he would like demonstrate what they've been teaching to them, and so they'd be like, they would do things like, you'll always see it, like once you know to look for it, they'll open with like a kind of an open question or say something kind of random, and then they'll evaluate you and try and like appeal to you based on literally what you're dressed in at first, and then or they'll do something where they like try and walk beside you and talk to you, because well, there's a reason for it. If they do that, it's because there's a psychological thing of like, if you slow down, the person walking with you will subconsciously slow down as well, unless they're aware of it. So if they start walking with you and you're either alone or you're with a group and they start slowing down, you're actually more likely to slow down and stop. And then they've basically got you from that point. They can sit there and go, okay. They can open a conversation a lot easier because they have got that kind of control over you. Or people will kind of naturally mimic the stances and postures of each other as well. So they will start to do that. They'll either use their hands less or they'll put it in their pockets. They literally will like make you mimic their body language and do all of these little tricks to seem approachable, seem like you can talk to them, seem like you can kind of open up to them. And they will just keep doing it until they get money off you. And
yep. As soon as they start approaching me, I walk faster.
Not even that. I mean, if they are any kind of respectful of their job or good at their job, they're adamantly trained to keep talking to you until you say no. So what I do to almost all of them, if I see them talk to me at all, I will just say nope, or I'll say sorry, and then kind of give them like a no bingo kind of hand gesture, and then keep walking. And if they keep talking to me, then I know they're bad at their job and they haven't been trained properly. So it actually gives me a bit of satisfaction being like, oh, you're also bad at your job and you can't do it. So good to know. But yeah, that was a shit job that he kept. So theirs was a charity. So they would like guilt you into giving them money. They would just like, they'd be like, oh, it's for these kind of people. Oh, it's for like this. And then they would just like guilt you relentlessly. So if you're like, oh, sorry, I'm not really interested, and they're like, oh, you're not interested in giving to like disabled athletes, oh, and then you're just like, fuck you, dude. Just like, yeah, I want to support people, but like, don't fucking neg me into doing it, like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like
right?
if I actually want to donate at that specific moment in time when I'm going to pick up some fucking bread from the shops, then I will go and donate. Other than that, leave me alone.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right.
Also, they're going to be talking to us going like, you should donate to this charity. And I'm like, I don't know anything about your charity. And then you're going to tell me everything I want to hear about that charity to make me then donate. I'd rather go and do my research.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to donate to your scummy charity, because I think most of the money is going to go to your boss, because I know how your commission works.
Yeah, I read an article on all of the charities that were running in Australia and how much money actually went to where it was supposed to.
Exactly.
And holy shit.
Right?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is messed up.
They say they're not for profit, but that's just a way for them to pay their staff and then, do that. All right, well.
I guess it's Promethean is, as we said, Promethean is the winner.
No, Promethean's the winner. I definitely have already very much he's won that one. So just if Sean, just send him a DM at some point, I guess.
Yeah. I'm going to show this off, actually.
What's that? Is that another dice tower? How many dice towers you got?
This is another one from Glowcraft. This is the first one I got. This one sits on your DM screen.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a
I'll
lot.
show you. It just hooks over the edge of your DM screen,
Oh,
and
yeah?
you can just.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I love it. That's one of the first things I got from Glowcraft.
Nice, dude. So
Yeah,
no, I
they
can
got
see.
some
Actually,
great
I can
stuff.
see it setting up on your thing now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. I've got a bunch of cool stuff from them. You know, they got their little dice jail.
Nice.
Yeah, here's me just showing off all the cool stuff from Australia.
I mean, that's fair. I have. I mean, my stuff that I have. Oh, actually, I can go into this. Actually, sorry. Go on to what you're doing. I've literally got my DMing kit right next to me, and I can show that off as
Oh,
well.
nice.
But it's not really a product thing. It's just like how compact it is, you know.
Yeah.
Because I know we're gonna at some point we want to go over like game mastering kind of tips and tricks as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh my Jesus. You idiot.
what have you done? What have you bloody
just,
done?
Was not careful enough pulling out my dice compendium and dropped one of the things on the floor and it exploded everywhere.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let me
That's
just-
fair.
Fix that.
I just put some socks on because my feetsies were cold.
I got my monster feet on.
Oh yeah, I've got a couple like I've got like some like of those padded feet things. So I
Yeah.
found some like stupid like fluffy indoor shoes and they're just ridiculously sized.
Yeah.
But they do the job. Should start wearing them again.
Let's
They're
see
like
if I can do
they're like
this.
$5. They were great. Oh, dude, that's exactly the same. I have the same one. That's the one. That's what I got.
Gotta love the monster feet.
Yeah, they're great. So
Okay.
this is basically the kit that I take. Like, as long as I have my
nice.
as long as I have my laptop, this is everything I need for a game at the moment. So, got a bunch of index cards. I've got a dice tray up here, and I've got like if I'm playing, this is my dice tray, and then I got some pencils and pens, and actually I usually have a sharpener up here as well. But yeah, the whole thing is like that's as if I have a laptop with me, that's all I take. So for example, when I take my Curse of Strahd stuff tonight, I've got an extra bag for minis and stuff. But if I'm running a digital game, this is all I need. Then I've got my computer in front of me. That's it.
Yeah,
And then-
cool.
And then this box in here. So this is just like 2 dice trays that I have all my dice in.
Yeah, cool.
So like I just
love
have I have a couple of like this is like the really old level up dice, like leathery ones.
Yeah.
But like back when they had like the old logo. And this is it. Like this is all I have. I've got 2 of those. And the big tray is just like another one from Level Up. And then it's just like for one, I actually want to have another one of these kits. I want to make a second one, but I don't think anyone does like these big hard dice tray cases anymore. Everyone's got those like foldable ones. So I either need to like get one made or like find an older one to use because
Yeah.
I really like this. Like I love how compact this is. This is like a big. I think this is like an A4 sheet of paper size, and it fits everything I need.
Yeah, that's good. That's really slick.
Well, I kind of
Nice.
need to do it, right? Like,
Yeah,
Just
I'll have
having-
to figure out something like that eventually.
well, this
but
is just
at the
so
moment,
yeah. Go on.
Yeah. Mine is chaos at the moment.
That's fair. So, like, if I was to bring, like, a set of D&D tiles, I have, like, 3 of the tile boxes, and I sit this on top in a
Yeah.
green bag, and it's, like, perfectly filled to the brim.
Yeah, cool. I love the tile sets.
Yeah. So I've got those, and then I've just got, like, Tupperware boxes of, like, D&D and Warhammer minis. And that's pretty
cool.
much my whole DM kit. And then I'll take a laptop, and that has my D&D Beyond. Like, I barely... Unless I'm running a specific campaign book, like, I don't have a lot of the... Like, this behind me here, that's, like... Is that all of my D&D books? I think there's like, a couple books missing, but that's all the physical books I have now. Like, I don't have a lot more than that.
I've got the Core 3, and I bought the Strahd Revamped. Well, Rowan bought it for me for my birthday.
nice. I've got the OG Strahd.
Yeah, I haven't even had a chance to sit down and read that yet, but I have looked at everything, but I haven't read the book yet.
Strahd's such a fun campaign. It's so good. And the new additions, the revamped is. I haven't actually checked much of the revamped, but I'm keen to see what's different because I could see in the old book some bits where it was just like,
yeah. A lot of that has been cleaned up, which is good.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Here's a little something for the dice goblins in the audience, though.
What you got? So is this like a vault? So does that hold like full sets?
Yeah.
Nice.
So they've got the new one that they made, which is the Chunk Compendium as well. So it holds the sets in these little pods.
Oh, cool. I have most of mine.
Anyway.
I have my dice in a bigger dice.
Yeah.
So these are these are my table dice. If I was to play like with a bunch of players at my house, I just plonk this on the table and I'm like, get more dice if you need more dice. And then I've got just like a 20 that flashes when you get a natural.
Oh, is that the pixel dice?
No idea. I think it's a Think Geek one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure someone got it from EB for me or Zing or wherever those pop culture stores are.
Yeah. I'm with you. But yeah, no, this I keep all my personal sets in these, and I've got a chest full of random dice for the same reason.
Nice.
But this one holds 25 sets.
Oh wow.
Then they have what is it? They have a 50 set and a 100 set.
Oh, like of the same thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then they just made the new one, which is the Chunk Compendium, so you can put your big 40 mil, the big boys in there.
That's fair.
Stay.
You've got so many dice and dice paraphernalia. I've got that that dice, that PAX dice up the back there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to get the D20 or D12 or whatever it was that they had as well, but
I think I've got the D20 and I've got the D6 at the moment, and I think I've got the D4. They were doing like one specific one a year for a while, and I was trying to get the whole set.
Yeah.
Because I love the idea of having like a huge set of just foam dice. I want to throw them at people when I do at panels, like, well, not like peg them, but like.
No, I know what you mean.
Just like on stage, just being like, roll the big dice, and then doing that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool, actually.
Yeah.
I want to get some of the Roll Initiative bags from Beetle and Grimm's for that too.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
If I do live games, I can just throw the beanbags at people when it's initiative time.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. So what I was thinking, Promethean, is literally that. Because I've been doing a couple panels at PAX over the last 3 years, and I want to take like a giant dice to like have someone roll on stage ridiculously, I want to, like, a foam dice fight would be great, like having two of my players or like someone from the audience just going and literally just like having a giant fight and
yeah,
a big beach ball style dice. If anyone knows where to get me a giant inflatable beach ball dice, please send that my way, because I'll use that in more than just a PAX capacity. I would love to have that.
Did you see the place I shared the other day that's about to launch a Kickstarter for dog toy dice?
No, but that's great.
I'll find.
I don't have a dog, so I would love to get a dog. I know Jess wants to get a greyhound, and I want to get a staffy or a corgi or a she. I want a myriad of dogs in my life. I want to own 3 kinds of dogs at some point.
Yeah.
But the place we're at the moment could probably only hold 1 dog, and it'd have to be more of an inside dog than an outside dog because we just don't have a yard.
True. But squishy dog toy style dice is right up your alley for what you're talking about there.
No, but I don't want like small like this. I want like.
Oh no! I mean, but the other smaller ones. I will try to find you an inflatable one.
Oh, fair enough. Inflatable dice. I want a big one, like a real big one. Jumbo inflatable dice. Oh, they're only D6s. That's less fun. Inflatable D20. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty bloody good.
Yeah.
There's a large green dice, extra large, giant gaming, tabletop D&D RPG, role-playing dungeons, and... Hold on, I'm going to go into the link. Oh, that's pretty good. That's quite large. Oh, it comes in red. I'd get the red one.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Okay, I'm gonna chuck this in the chat here. This looks pretty good.
I'm trying to find the dog toy ones again so I can show it to you.
Yeah.
I did just tag you in a post for a Honkdra.
Was that on Facebook? Because I can't see Facebook at the moment now.
No, it's on the tweets.
On the Twitter?
No rush. Just when you have time,
that.
have a look at that. And yeah, we're gonna have to print a couple of those to paint.
Oh, that'd be fun. So I was thinking as well, like we'll get you on. We were talking about this. Well, we were all talking about this, but I'll say it on stream. But so for the next couple of weeks, we'll have like 1 or 2 of us, and then we'll start doing guests on the streams. So like we might do like another one next week, and then I think next Thursday we're gonna try and organize maybe a guest for the painting stream and see how we go with that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, like we'll get and I think the first one we'll have like Yumi and Leia as like the Good Morning RPG group, and then we'll start expanding out to like some of the Split the Party group. Well, I mean, it's all Split the Party at this point, but we'll start like just having local, easy to reach guest for us, and then we'll get everyone on, have a little talk, and then we'll start bringing in some like guest painters from on the Twitterverse and the RPG family that we're friends with, and just keep going from there.
Yes, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, but I'm keen. I'm very keen. But yeah, I want to get like a giant oversized foam D20. I want to get like a big blow up D20, and then I want to just have them ready for games.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Like I would love this. I would love for like doing like a Dungeon Masters and Dragons panel, and then I have like 2 of these bad boys set up.
Oh yeah,
and
I'm
just
looking at
like
it now. That's awesome.
And just they're only $30. Looks like I'm getting a bloody couple of those.
Oh man,
I want a couple of those bad boys. That's awesome. And then I'll just like pop them up.
One.
Sorry?
I'm gonna put that on my wish list.
Yeah, me too. If anyone wants to help us get some of these things, this is just on my own pocket. So please help us get these ridiculous things. I'll put them in the background or on stream or wherever. I'm gonna get a red one and a green one at some point. I'm gonna add to a list. Sure. View my list. Oh, it's got a Strahd Premium Edition in there, doesn't it?
Oh, nice.
Alright, well that's cool. That's so good. Oh, this large foam D20 is only... Oh, it's not as big. Oh, actually, this is kind of the size I want, though. So it's like large foam D20s. They're about $20.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. You know, do you ever use, like, So, in your games, have you ever used or have you had a DM use, like, a puzzle box or anything like that on yours?
No, because honestly, I haven't actually played for many other DMs other than streaming.
Fair enough. So,
it's something I'd like to do, but I've just never gotten around to it.
Yeah, I've been seeing this puzzle box thing, but I'm like, at what point is it just like solving a puzzle box and it's not really D&D related anymore, you know? Like, I like the ideas of ciphers and things, but like, you got to have players that are really into doing that kind of puzzle stuff.
Yeah.
And like, you maybe gonna have to have something they can do in addition to the cipher, because I know that the groups that I play wouldn't have as much to do with that. You know, like...
Yeah. Yeah, I think mostly that sort of thing is best for like your regular group sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, a regular group would go good. I've got like a couple friends that I could play. Like, I did my Tomb of Annihilation game, and they were like super into the puzzle side of things, you know? And they really liked how they would go with all the, like, I think they even made their character to be good at puzzles. They basically just kept just cycling through them, you know?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. That'd be cool. Oh, hello. What's this? Oh. Don't like it.
What is that?
Exactly. Exactly.
Far out. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. I need to eat something soon.
Yeah, no, we should definitely maybe plan for snacks next time.
I think we should, absolutely. I reckon, do you want to go for like, I don't know, another 10, 20 minutes and then see where we're at there?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do it on your end, but at some point, whether it's this week or next week, we should show Tailspire a little bit since we were planning on talking about
Oh, yeah. We'll yeah, let's do some Tailspire next week, I reckon, because
Yeah.
do you have it on Steam as well now?
Not yet.
Are you still
They haven't
using
sent me
the-
my keys yet.
Okay. Well, I can. I don't know how that's gonna go. It might be a bit buggy. See how we go. I'll try and It might be easier for me to capture your screen. And then it might. I don't think the game will lag that way. I mean, I can test it in the meantime anyway. But yeah, that sounds pretty good. Like we can do some. Oh my god, that's fucking horrifying.
What is
that's the
this?
worst thing I've ever seen. That's genuinely the worst one. The Knight Geo, a DM for our Call to Arms campaign, has used one of his games. Not my kind of fun because I suck at physical puzzles. Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about. Like, I think if anything, I would like do it in a recorded situation, like in Split the Party, where I can just give them a puzzle cube and watch them fail it over and over again, because I know that would be funny. But like in a situation like a paid game or like a casual game where there's like less going on in that entertainment route, it's like, is it just gonna take too long? Is it gonna be fun to do? But yeah.
Llama llama down.
Yeah, I can't. So every time you do it now, I just look at it and I'm like, that is a filter. That's a filter that's right in front of me. And I'm you can't jade me on them, otherwise you won't surprise me anymore. You've given me the horrific ones thus far. There's
all
so
right.
many.
I'll find more.
There's so many more. But like what I'm saying is like, even at a certain point, is it like, is the boy who cried filter? is it like you're gonna pop one on? I'll be like, that is, yep, that's Sean. Sean's doing it again. You know.
Yeah, well, see, I probably won't do them as much next week.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right now, I'm just messing around, seeing what looks good.
Yeah.
And then you'll forget about it for a while until it's too late, and suddenly this is on your screen.
Oh, I hate that. I really hate that. Fucking did not like that one. Fucking hate spiders. Christ.
And yet you ride one into battle.
Huh? What?
And yet you ride one into battle.
I ride one into battle, but that one's cute. That one was not. That's a big yuck. That's a big yuck. You know, so the D&D art for the spider, actually, the big giant spider, that one's at least, that one's at least tolerable because it's like kind of pink and different looking. Like any realistic spiders, I'm immediately like, no, can't deal with it. Like I tried to set up my airbrush in the garage, and there was like one spider in a fucking. So I had like a painting tarp that I put under the whole setup. There was a big spider. I say big. It was like this big, like big fat butt one, big spindly legs. That was me. It's just, it can't do it. Can't do it at all.
Yep.
No, not for Matt.
Yep.
It's not for me, Jen.
I can understand that. Like, I'm not generally scared of spiders. If there's a spider over there somewhere, it's fine.
Yeah.
But if there is like a giant huntsman right here,
Can't do it.
that is a different story. They're
Can't do it.
freaky looking, and while they're not poisonous, that's still gonna hurt if they bite you.
Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near huntsmans because they're just too big. They're just too big. They jump on you. I know they don't want to do anything with us. They just want to live in the same area as you, but don't like it. No, Promethean, I can't be in the same room. I like, Jess can attest to this if she's around, but I'm like, actually there's a good Twitch clip of someone, I think it was on a friend's stream. I was like very overtired and a spider started crawling on me, and it was just a little sucker, but I was no longer tired anymore. I was invigorated, and that was just the end of it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Hey, have you seen these, Matt?
The deck of stories. No, what is that?
Let me pop it open and I'll show you. I got this on Kickstarter a little while ago as well.
Yeah.
I think this one was 1985 Games, who did like those books of paper, tokens and stuff.
Yeah.
They're session planning cards.
A meteor crashes near town.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of cool. Meteor just rock on ice. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do we got here? So this one says, a treasure has gone missing from a locked room. How was it taken? Is the treasure still secretly there? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's basically like a prompt for an encounter or a one-shot that
Yeah.
if you're out of ideas for the week, you could just easily pick one of these up and just go, and then that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And so, yeah, like the instructions here says, how to use this deck. This deck helps you tell stories. You can use a single card to tell a complete story, or combine cards to cover every movement within your story. Each card has 3 features to spark your creativity and help you make something great. The Orc system. Each card displays 1 or more letters that indicate where in a story structure it might best be used. The Hook. Short sentences at the top of every card give you a starting idea and potential problem. And next steps. As a finale, each card has probing questions to help you take the story in a unique direction. So, the Orc system explained. O is opening action, an idea to hook your audience into the adventure. R, rising action, a twist of the unexpected that complicates the story. C, climatic action, a confrontation that is the pinnacle of the story.
Okay.
Yeah, and so here we've got O and C. So opening and climactic.
Okay, cool. So it's got the opener and then what, the climax? Is that what you said?
Yeah, so it can be either or. It can be
yeah.
part of an adventure or the final encounter.
Yeah.
That thing might pop up and it's got the BBEG inside.
Okay.
Or it might pop open and it's got a portal to somewhere else that's the start of the adventure inside. Or who knows what.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, and so you can just shuffle them up and start dealing some out and write a campaign based off these.
Okay.
I haven't had a chance to try doing a session with them yet, but I really like them.
Yeah. So, I mean, sounds like you got a lot of things you want to plan a game for.
Oh man, I've got so many things that I've just gone, oh yeah, this will be good for a game. Oh yeah, this will be good for a game.
You should totally, I mean, it doesn't have to be a streaming capacity. You should totally just like reach out on Twitter and just be like, hey, planning this, who won play? And then you might get some bites.
When I have the time to, yes.
No, just like put the feelers out and then like write some names down.
Oh yeah, no, like I've got a short list of people that I can tap for stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of like actually having time to play something that's not work at the moment.
That's fair.
Like,
but you gotta do that though. Otherwise, if you're just working all the time, you're gonna burn out.
Oh well, that's me. Like most of the time when I'm not working, I'm just playing video games with Robert.
Very
or
fair.
reading comics at the moment.
Very fair.
So like, to find time to play a game, kind of has to be work at the moment.
That's fair. I've started doing the thing where like I'm like, okay, if I don't just like set a date, I'm just not gonna do the thing, because I look at my calendar now and I'm like, ah, shit. So like, I'm trying to go like, all right. If I'm like, I want to do this. So like, Jess and I are supposed to have made like pulled pork for about 3 months now, and we're like, all right, we'll do it when we feel like it, when we remember to. But it's just like, nope, let's just put a date in to like just make some fucking pulled pork at this point because we're just not doing it. I reckon do that. No. Just like set a date and just like, because that way like your work isn't gonna like, if you put it in your calendar or whatever, you won't.
It's
like,
kind of It's just at the moment that like I just put No Capes on hiatus right now.
Yeah.
Because I've got my 3-page mini comic that I'm trying to finish. I have the Hunger of First Peak that I'm trying to finish. I have the adventure version of the Shifting Spire so that people can buy it and play it that I'm working on. I have the planning for the next few episodes of the Shifting Spire. I have the Kickstarter for the player screens.
Yeah.
I have a 10-page comic that I just submitted my pitch to an anthology. I'll find out whether I got accepted in 2 weeks, I think.
Fair enough.
On the 6th of June. And if I get accepted into that, then I've got to write the script ASAP and send that off to the artist so that she can start drawing it. Because that's got to be done by January. So plenty of time, but still, the sooner I get the script to her, the better. I've got that other show that you know about that is in development. And then a few other small things that I'm just trying to get finished and ready to publish so that I can actually start making some damn money.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, like, at the moment, it's like, on my not work days, I'd rather just hang out with Robin and play some video games. Maybe we'll play some one-on-one D&D.
I was gonna say, why don't you guys, like, you and Robin play, and then you can, like, carve out some. You got some together time, but also with a game.
Yeah, we've been planning to give some one-on-one D&D a go sometime. But like literally right now, we're in the middle of helping Robin set their workroom up. And because of the temperature change, we're dealing with humidity issues and just that causing problems with carpeting and stuff in the other rooms. So now we have to pull everything out of that room and redo it and then put everything back.
Far out.
And get like a dehumidifier and stuff for a couple of our rooms because our place has no flow through.
Oh, like no airflow?
Yeah, and so we don't want to end up with like horrible mildew, mold problems or anything like that. So
very
it's
fair.
Dehumidified because it's at the moment it's like cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, multiple times a day.
Yeah.
So the condensation is just going wild through the house.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and so like we're in the middle of dealing with that. I'm also like you can't see the rest of this room right now because part of helping get their workshop set up is bringing a whole bunch of my stuff in here and trying to find a place for it.
That's fair. Are you guys going to be working in the same room? Is that?
No, we've got 2 rooms. Like I've got the studio in here. And we're setting that room up mostly as their room, but there will be space that if I need to do something that doesn't fit in here, I can go in there if I have to, but it's primarily going to be their space.
Nice.
Because they're going to be doing, some painting stuff,
say, if there's
embroidery stuff.
I was going to say, if it's like also streamy, like you can't really compete in the same room as well.
Exactly,
like,
and they will be doing some streaming stuff eventually.
Yeah. Ah, it's good. Good on you.
Yeah, so we've just got like all our plates are spinning right now.
That's fair. All right. I'm
so
still on.
I use work games as my excuse.
That's
to play
fair.
D&D.
Well, make it a work game then. Like I just like come up with an excuse to do a game with some friends that either you're playing in or DMing, and as little prep as possible. Like use literally those cards, and then you don't need to. Don't worry about Tailspire. Don't worry about art. Don't worry about anything. Just like go.
Yeah,
and that way you don't have to
do that.
You don't have to commit any more time to the 3 hours that you're physically doing it.
Exactly. I really want to do that ASAP. My plan is just to get like the next 2 episodes of the Shifting Spire written, and then get the stuff for that other show written so that it can be ready to start recording.
Yeah, fair.
And then once that's done, that's a whole lot of work off my plate because my plan with the Shifting Spire is to write 5 episodes worth of levels. And then the second half of the season will either just be mixing up those levels or just grabbing one of them and like, okay, so the entrance is here, now it's over here. And those traps were here on this floor and I'm just going to swap that and that so that I don't have to do tons of prep anymore and I can just go, yep, I'm going to use episode 1's ground floor, episode 2's barracks, episode 3's war room. And then it'll still be different every month. And especially with how different groups play through it, it'll be different every month.
Yeah.
But I don't have to write 10 floors worth of content every month.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I mostly meant like if it's a situation where you feel yourself like spiraling outward because you very, very clearly biting off a lot from a mental health standpoint, It's just like making sure, much like my DM box, keeping everything compact and knowing the scope as well.
Yeah,
of like
exactly.
what you're
And that's the
committing
plan.
to.
Yeah, that's the plan, and that's why I'm just trying to get pre-production stuff finished,
Mm.
and then I can actually sit down and go, okay, so this project needs nothing right now. Yep, cool, okay.
Yeah.
But it's just a
fair
matter of, you know, like trying to balance a normal life while also doing the pre-production on a couple of shows is just busy work right now. But I'm like climbing up that hill, and then the plateau is there.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's why I've dropped one show, and I'm not taking on any new shows right now.
It's fair. Well, speaking of new shows, we just got Split the Party. Just we're working with another group. AJ, do you know AJ Winters?
I know the name.
Yeah, she was doing one of the Jaspers games. Turns out George and her actually knew each other in Perth, and
Oh yeah.
she's a producer over at Roll for Damage. So we're actually talking with her to try and set up a show with Split the Party cast. Primarily on their feed, so we're probably going to stream over there. And I've pitched a Ravnica War of the Spark plotline. So if you know that plotline in Magic's lore, then that's what we're going to be going down. Except none of my players are going to be planeswalkers. They're going to be just like regular ass people, like regular ass civilians and adventurers. That this apocalyptic event just like hits the ground and explodes around them, you know, and the events leading up to it. So we're going to touch on a lot of like the key story moments, but we're going to see what the adventurers do in this situation. So it's going to be like it'll be like canon adjacent, like it as all things can be. Like it won't be, and it's not going to be railroady either. I'm going to let them very much steer the ship on this one. So me and George from Split the Party are trying to plan that one at the moment, and we're basically going to come up with like he's going to play in it, I'm going to run it, but he's also going to be aware of the plot line and the beats, just so we can like steer the ship accordingly. Because it's going to be, I think we're going to do we're doing a run of at least 6 episodes, like 3-hour sessions.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I ran this similar story to one of my casual games over the last like year and a half, and they had a great time with it. So I'm gonna run like a compact version of it for a few episodes. Either that, or I'm gonna like skip them forward and have like a major event happen in the story, and that's what brings them together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that sounds cool. That sounds really cool.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for that one, because that's gonna be a cool stream that we're gonna do.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to that actually. Speaking of
I
which,
love Magic Gathering
I will be talking to you about the other show when it's ready to, because you're on my short list.
That sounds good. I'm keen for that.
I want to do mostly my Aussie buddies as my cast, because there's a lot of talent here and we deserve a chance to show it off.
Absolutely, especially in the format that you're doing it. That's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon it'd be really fun to have you and George on a game together. Because
me and George are fucking gremlins.
Yeah, and it's going to be competitive, not as a team.
Oh, no.
Not like the Shifting Spire. It's going to be against each other.
I don't want to be fighting against George. I don't want to fight against George. I'm gonna have to go as hard as George does if I'm fighting against George.
You may not, because there are certain things that are going to be really interesting.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if whatever we think. I know how he thinks, and I'm gonna need to pull out all of my stops. And I don't want to be that guy. I really don't want to be that guy.
I'm deliberately choosing a few things that are gonna look like one thing, but they might actually be the other thing. And so George might decide that he's prepped for one thing, and then he'll choose it, and it's actually the thing that you're prepped for.
That's fair. I just knowing George, of playing with him for like so long, he genuinely thinks of so much stuff. Hey, he's got a wide net of possibility that he's cast.
Yeah.
It's fantastic to see him do it though. It's great. From like a DM and player standpoint.
Yeah, it was fun playing with him for Jaspers. I had a great time with that.
Yeah. So it's about, what's it now? It's like just after 11. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty keen to start getting some food in my belly. I don't want to
Me
end.
too.
I don't want to end right this second. But let's start. Maybe let's start winding down. You know, let's.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
That sounds pretty good. I can have some morning tea before. I'm filming. I'm filming at 1 o'clock today. We're doing some. I got Lydia and Ben are coming over, and we're gonna record some more Resident Evil 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we've got a series called Scaredy Matt, and if you can tell by the title, I don't like horror games, and we're basically going to they're going to sit me down and force me to play more Resident Evil 8. We recorded 2 episodes last week, and we're doing more today.
Tweeting something about that actually.
Sorry.
I vaguely recall seeing you talk about that somewhere.
Yeah,
and how
it was
much
in
messed you up.
it was in our Discord server. So speaking of, if you ever
Yeah.
want to join our Discord server, it is open to the public, and I'm gonna put a linky in here. Sean, can you put a linky in there? Because I can't do anything with Discord apparently because it ruins your overlay. Oh man,
1 second, and I can do that.
that's all right. Just have it so it doesn't expire, and then we're Gucci.
But I think I did have it as it expires in a week.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. Thank you for that.
And also, Promethean, check your whispers.
Promethean, that's probably your giveaway if I'm not mistaken.
It sure is.
Is this? No, actually,
And-
I haven't set up any of these commands or anything.
I'm also going to put a link to my Discord too.
Oh,
I know
absolutely.
Promethean's already in there, and you're already in there.
I
But
am
if
already
anyone
in
else wants to join, welcome to the party.
We got multiple Discords going around today.
I'm in too many goddamn Discords again. I trimmed them back a few months ago, and they've spiraled again.
I need to trim mine back, but I was like, I'm looking at mine sometimes, and I'm like, man, I actively use a lot of these.
Right? Like I'm in too many. It's a bit hard to be as active as I want to in them. But I look at them all, and I'm like, no, I want to keep supporting those people. I want to keep supporting
Yeah,
those people.
it's just so
These
much.
3 are for software that I use.
Yeah. Man,
I
mean,
think I just got to organize them again.
that's pretty much it, right? Goddamn. So, Sean,
Yes.
you've got your own server, and
Yes.
I would say to this, where can we find you? What are you doing regularly? Like I can see some logos up here. We got Brain Beast Studios. We got Split the Party, so that's very clearly where each of us are from. But like,
Yes.
where can we find more of you?
All right. You can find. Well, look for Brain Beast Studios on pretty much any social media,
Yep.
including TikTok. I'm starting to learn how to use TikTok more at the
Oh,
moment.
dude, we got a TikTok for Split the Party as well. We barely use it.
I will find it because I haven't been able to do as many as I wanted because just randomly the selfie camera on my phone has just disappeared.
Weird.
Yeah,
man,
no matter, I've tried every solution and I cannot fix it. So,
TikTok is like a whole extra beast, you know?
oh, dude, it is. I'm not planning to get on there too much, but I am planning to just do a few more like previews of things that I'm working on for streams. And you know, if I'm painting a mini, I'll do some videos of the minis that I'm working on and stuff like that. And you know, obviously, shanty time.
Oh, absolutely.
Once I'm feeling a bit more comfortable, I'll start posting some shanties up there.
For sure. So, where else can we find you? Just wrapping up.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
you know
can
what I'm
find
gonna
me
do?
in my Discord.
Gonna bloody
Uh,
play this song. Play this
You can
song
find me
again.
on DriveThruRPG, where you can buy my digital content, and of course, you can find me doing Shifting Spire, my D&D game show, once a month on Brain Beast Studios Twitch, which is this weekend, this Sunday at 10 a.m.
Is it Shifting Spire?
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. With Roll for Damage. So it's gonna be.
Oh, roll for damage. You're literally having
No, damage.
damage. Roll for
Damage.
damage. So
As
roll
in
for
dame-
damage, like a dame, like
As
a
in
lady.
dames, as in damsels and dames.
Ah. So I thought you were having roll for damage on. I was like, oh, I was just talking about them.
No, roll for damage. And they're going to be really fun. It's going to be a really great episode. It's going to be the most Takeshi's Castle inspired one yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like some of the traps that I have planned for this one, there are less combat opportunities.
Yeah.
I've been able to finally start removing a few more combat opportunities without making it seem unnaturally empty. Because it's still a D&D adventure. They're still raiding a wizard's tower that's been taken over by an army. There's got to be some monsters around. But it is also supposed to be very much this whole crazy traps Takeshi's Castle thing, and trying to find that balance the first couple of episodes, planning it out, has been a bit difficult. I think I've struck a really good balance this time. And I've created a couple of new monsters this episode. And I've created a bunch of crazy new traps for this episode. I went and had a look at some of like the original Takeshi's Castle obstacles, and I've converted those into D&D traps, and it's going to be bonkers.
Sounds great.
I don't want to give away too much in case they watch this episode, but you know, next week after the episode, I'll be able to talk about it. Say again?
That's always the way, right? It's hard.
Yeah, like I want to tell you about it, but also
tell me later. Tell me later. It's all right.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well, you got anything else you want to give a quick sprue? Because otherwise, I'll do a little sign off, and that'll be us.
Yeah. Well, actually, big one, Patreon. If you want to help me make more content and you want to get early access to everything that I'm developing and playtest stuff to make sure that it's not broken, you can find me on Patreon. I've got like 5, 10, and up tiers. You get early access to all my video content. You'll get advanced previews of all my stuff that's going up on drive-thru, and when stuff is ready for drive-thru, patrons will automatically get a copy of it without having to go and buy it off drive-thru.
Amazing. So is there any so that's like the exclusive content on Patreon you got going?
Yeah. Yep. So it's mostly like early access to everything, and you'll get to like vote on monsters and traps for the Shifting Spire. And you know, once I start up season 3 of No Capes again in January, you'll be able to like suggest guests and vote on what comic we talk about that week. Stuff like that. So No Capes has gone on hiatus from last week until January 2022.
Nice.
A bit of a shorter season this season. I think it was like 12 episodes this season.
Maybe, yeah.
But I needed to take a break because 2021 is supposed to be the year that I actually finish publishing some shit.
Very fair. Well, we've also, Split the Party's got a lot of shit. So, main channel is youtube.com/splittheparty. We do, like, live play. We do, like I said, we do some gaming videos as well. We do We do our main self-titled show. It's just called Split the Party. We got 4 seasons of that out at the moment. We have just started airing the second half of Chapter 4, which is our 4th season. Very cool. We've got a bit of a recap there. So you can see the link up the top, up here, youtube.com/splittheparty. You can also find us at split_the_party. You can find me at NoFunBrown. If you want to support us, we have a Patreon with like a couple tiers. It'll give you some exclusive Discord stuff and get you notified when all these extra ditties will come out. We do extra games on Discord, on Patreon. So we got some Pathfinder games. We got some Call of Cthulhu games. These are all audio, so our first audio content. What else do we have? We're probably going to put, like, the unedited version, so, like, the full play of our Resident Evil, because we are genuinely enjoying playing that game in addition to the Spookums. That we'll probably just release the unedited full play on Patreon in addition to our edited down YouTube version, so you can see, like, what we are doing between the takes of the Spookums. So if you like that, patreon.com/ Patreon_. I buggered that up. So www.patreon.com/splittheparty. And, what else am I doing? I'm a professional DM as well. So if you ever want to play a game with me, you can hire me. I'm actually about to answer some emails from some corporates that are wanting to do things like team building exercises. I also just did a Bucks party at like 4 in the morning on last Saturday. I do Bucks parties. I'll go to your house. I'll go to your workplace. I'll go to pretty much wherever. I'll sit online. I'll sit exactly right here on the computer and run a game, or I'll play in a game. Someone did even commission me to play in a game at one point, which is cool.
Yeah, actually, you just reminded me as well, is that...
You are also one of these, are you not?
I am also one of these. And if you want some cursed shit like this in your games,
Yeah, if you want cursed shit, go for Sean. If you want not cursed shit, go to Matt. I'll be cooked shit though instead. Yeah, you can find both of us listed at. Are you listed on Dungeon Master yet?
I am not sure how many.
Doesn't matter.
Oh no. The Oz one, I'm not. I'm on only on.
You're on Start Playing
at the
Games though.
moment.
So Sean's on Start Playing Games, but you can also ask for either him or me on what's it called? On dungeonmasterforhire.com.au. That's we're both with that group and we do stuff through there. If you also just want to reach out to us directly, if you can't find the website, literally hit up our DMs or our emails if we've got them anywhere. Just message us and we can run whatever. Other than that, I'm happy to call it there. That's pretty cool, fun first stream, and that eye is still terrifying. So, if we would have it, I don't know, we don't really have a sign-off yet.
No, but
The song's repeating for the third time.
Yeah, we'll workshop that. But in the meantime, have a good day. Go have a coffee. Get yourself a treat. Look after yourselves and come watch The Spire on Sunday.
Yeah, watch The
and come back
Spire.
for
We've got
the next episode on Monday.
Yeah, and we've got another painting stream this Thursday. Leia and I are going to be building stuff this time instead of painting stuff.
Yeah, thank you. I knew there was something else coming up that we
There's
had
new
to tell
something.
people
We've
to
always
come
got
back
something
on.
coming up, but yeah. So we got the painting stream on Thursday. We've got a non-D&D video coming out on Split the Party this week. We're doing like a get to know each other / spicy video. And it should be good. It's edited very, very comedically this time. But
and if you like comics, I've got next episode of No Capes coming out on Thursday night.
So many things that we're doing. Anyway, we're gonna log off. I'm gonna have some lunch before I have to do a scary recording and throw my guts up. Probably not gonna throw up. But other than that, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much, chat, for sticking around this long if you're still here. And we'll catch you on Thursday for the painting.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.